Hello students, welcome in the next lecture of integral equations. Okay, so in the previous lectures we are going to discuss the methods for finding the solution of non-homogeneous Friedholm integral equation of second kind. Okay, so in the second chapter we are going to see the methods for finding solution of non-homogeneous Friedholm integral equation of second kind with separable kernel. Okay, so we discussed the 5 alternative methods for finding the solution. Okay, and also we solve examples on that method. Okay, so in today's lecture we are going to compare all these methods. Okay, that is we have to see the comparison between the alternative methods. That means what is the difference between in different methods. Okay, so we compare all these methods by solving this example in all the methods. That is, we have to solve this example, that is this Friedholm integral equation of second kind with separable kernel by using 5 alternative methods. Okay, and then we compare these methods, that is how which one method is converges rapidly and which one is not. Okay, so first I write here the example, that is the Friedholm integral equation u of x is equal to 5 divided by 6 into x plus 1 by 2 integration from 0 to 1 x into t u of t dt. Okay, so we know that here what is f of x, kernel. Okay, we are very well known that concepts. Okay, so here f of x will be equal to, for this integral equation, 5 divided by 6 into x. Okay, then lambda will be 1 divided by 2, coefficient of integral. Then the kernel k of xt will be equal to here x into t, that is the separable kernel. Okay, so we solve this integral equation by using 5 alternative methods. Okay, so first we solve above integral equation, that is example above integral equation by using Adamant decomposition method. Okay, Adamant decomposition method. We know that how to solve the integral equation by using Adamant decomposition method. Okay, and we have to solve this example by 5 alternative methods, that are, first one is we solve by Adamant decomposition method, then next we solve the example by using the variational iteration method, then next one is the direct computation method, then successive approximation method, and last one is the successive substitution method. Okay, so first we solve by Adamant decomposition method. So in Adamant decomposition method we know that consider solution of equation, that is integral equation is of the form that is, we consider the solution is in the series form. U of x is equal to f of x, not f of x, u of x is equal to summation n is equal to 0 to infinity un of x. Here we consider the solution in series form, that is in this way. Okay, that means we have to find the series components u0 of x, u1 of x and up to so on, and by taking their addition to get the value of u of x, that is the solution. Okay, so first to find series solution components by using a recurrence relation, we know that which relation is used. Here take u0 of x is equal to f of x, that is first zeroth component we consider, that is equal to f of x, this. Okay, then we find the another components of series solution by using the recursive relation un plus 1 of x is equal to lambda integration from a to b k of xt into un of t dt. Okay, for n greater than or equal to 0. we use the recursive relation to find the all other components. Okay, so first we have to take the zeroth component, that is u0 of x is equal to f of x, which is equal to, first we have to take u0 of x, that is zeroth component as f of x, and here f of x will be 5 divided by 6 into x. So we have to get u0 of x will be equal to, that is we write here u0 of x is equal to 5 divided by 6 into x. Okay, then next to find the next series solution component, that is for n is equal to 0, we have to get u1 of x by putting here n is equal to 0. We have to get u1 of x is equal to lambda integration from a to b k of xt into u0 of t dt. Okay, so we put here values of lambda and kernel k of xt. For lambda, for this integral equation will be 1 by 2. So 1 by 2 integration from 0 to 1 will be given. Okay, kernel k of xt will be x into t, and here see here u0 of x will be 5 divided by 6 into x. So we have to get u0 of t, that is in terms of t we get 5 divided by 6 into t into dt. Okay, so is equal to, here we take constant terms outside from the integration, so 5 will be constant, then x will be constant also, and that is 5 divided by 6, and x will be constant, so we take outside, so we have to get in numerator 5x, and this 6 into 2 becomes a 12. Okay, so 12 integration from 0 to 1, this t into t becomes a t square dt. Okay, so we have to get 5 divided by 12 into x integration of t square will be t cube divided by 3, limits from 0 to 1. Okay, then by putting here limits, we have to get 5 divided by 12 into x, by putting limits 1 divided by 3 minus 0 by 3. Okay, so we have to get 5 divided by 12 into x into 1 by 3, this term becomes a 0. Okay, so we have to get is equal to 5 divided by 12 into 3 will be 36 into x. So we have to get the first component u1x is equal to 5 divided by 36 into x. Then again we put n is equal to 1, that is for n is equal to 1 we have to get the second component, that is u2 of x is equal to lambda. We can write here directly, value of lambda will be 1 by 2, integration from 0 to 1, kernel k of xt, for this integral will be x into t, and here u1 of t dt. Okay, so we put here values, value of u1 of t, not values, integration from 0 to 1, x into t, here u1 of x we have to get 5 divided by 36 into x, so u1 of t will be 5 divided by 36 into t dt. Okay, then we solve this integral to get the value of the component u2 of x. So u2 of x is equal to 1 by 2 into x, again we take here x and 5 divided by 36 outside from the integration, so x, that is we write 5x divided by 36, and in integration 0 to 1 t into t becomes a t square dt. Okay, so here we have to get 5x divided by 36 into 2 will be 72. Okay, so integration from 0 to 1, we take the integration, so we have to get t cube divided by 3, limits from 0 to 1. Okay, so 5x, so we have to get 5x divided by 72 into 1 by 3 minus 0 divided by 3. Okay, so we have to get 5x divided by 72 into 1 by 3. So we have to get 5x divided by 72 into 3 will be 72 into 3, we have to get 216. Okay, so we have to get u2 of x will be so in this way we can find the all other components. Then we take the addition of these all components to get the value of u of x, that is the solution, by applying the Taylor series or infinite geometric series. Okay, so continuing in this way to get all other components, to get all other infinite components. Okay, so take their addition. So take their addition, that is we consider u of x is equal to u0 of x plus u1 of x plus u2 of x plus up to so on. Okay, then we take the addition of all the components. U of x is equal to u0 of x will be 5 divided by 6 into x plus we have to get u1 of x will be 5 divided by 36 into x plus we have to get u2 of x will be 5x divided by 216 and plus up to so on. We have to get all other components. So okay, then here we have to apply either a geometric infinite geometric series sum or a Taylor series to find the solution. Okay, so here if we take 5 divided by 6 into x will be outside because which is common in all the terms. Okay, see here. So if we find next here component 5 u3 of x, then again we have to get in numerator 5x and divided by 6 will be common because these all the denominator terms in each component which are multiple of 6. So we take here 5 divided by 6 into x will be outside, so we have to get here 1 plus 5 divided by 5x we take outside divided by 6 also outside, we have to get here 1 by 6 plus again we have to get here 1 by 36 plus up to so on. So is equal to 5 divided by 6 into x and we can write this as 1 divided by 1 by 6 plus 36, that is 1 by 6 square. Again if we have to get the next component of the series solution, then from that which will be get the multiplication of 6, that is with the component denominator of that component will be the multiple of 6. So we take outside 6 from this component denominator from this component. So here we have to get 1 by 6 square, then in next term we have to get again 1 by 6 cube. In this way we have to get this series. Okay, so we have to say we have to write the expansion of this series, not expansion, we have to write the function of this series. Okay, so 5 divided by 6 into x and we use here expansion of 1 divided by 1 minus x will be 1 plus x square plus up to so on. Okay, so here x is equal to we can take 1 by 6 because this series in this form 1 plus 1 by 6 plus 1 by 6 square plus 1 by 6 cube plus up to so on. Okay, so by using that we have to get here 1 divided by this expansion of the 1 divided by 1 minus 1 by 6. Okay, so by simplifying 5 divided by 6 into x, we have to get here by taking cross multiplication 6 minus 1 will be 5 and this 6 in the denominator can be shifted in numerator. Okay, so we have to get here into 6 by 5 by simplifying. So this 5 gets cancelled and we have to get u of x is equal to only x. So u of x is equal to x is a exact solution of given integral equation. Read all integral equations. So by using the method of Adam and decomposition, that is Adam and decomposition method, we have to get solution will be u of x is equal to x, and here we have to find the series solution component, that is we have to get the infinite series and from that we want to calculate the solution that by taking the or by applying the Taylor series expansion or a infinite geometric series. Okay, so in this way then again we solve this example by using the next alternative method, that is the by using the variational iteration method. Okay, so secondly by using variational iteration method, we solve this example. And okay, so by using variational iteration method, we know that in variational iteration method first we have to differentiate the given integral equation, that is we have to convert given Freedom integral equation into the Freedom integral differential equation. Okay, then differentiate equation number 1, take it as given integral equation as equation number 1, differentiate equation 1 with respect to x. Okay, so we have to get here in LHS derivative of u of x will be u dash of x, then 5 divided by 6, derivative of x will be 1. Okay, plus see here 1 by 2, and if we take this x outside, so 1 by 2 integration from 0 to 1 t into u of t dt, and if we take this x outside, that is in this way 1 by 2 integration from 0 to 1 t into u of t dt, here will be x. So this whole term will be the constant with respect to x, so we take outside and take derivative of x with respect to x will be 1. So we have to get the integration of this, not integration, we have to get derivative of this term with respect to x will be in terms of t and constant 1 by 2. Okay, only. Or also we can take this differentiation under integration sign by using a Leibniz rule. We know that how to apply the Leibniz rule. But here simply take x outside from integration. So remaining integration and this constant will be the constant with respect to x. So this derivative will be this x with respect to x1, and this is a constant. So we have to get in this way. Then we write this equation as u dash of x is minus 5 divided by 6 minus 1 by 2 integration from 0 to 1 t into u of t dt. Okay, because we have to use this equation in solving the given integral equation by using variational iteration method. That is, we have to use this equation in, because in variational iteration method we use the correctional functional. So in correctional functional we have to use this equation. So is equal to 0. Then put x is equal to 0 in equation number 1. That is, we have to find the initial condition, because we convert this equation to the Freedom integral differential equation, and we know that for Freedom integral differential equation we have to find which is the, we have to get first derivative, so that we have to find the one initial condition. So by putting x is equal to 0, that is lower limit in equation 1, we have to get u of 0 is equal to 5 divided by 6 into 0 plus 1 by 2 integration from 0 to 1, x will be 0, so t into u of t dt. That is, all these terms are 0, so we have to get u of 0 is equal to 0. This is the initial condition. Okay, and take here, take u0 of x, that is first component u0 of x is equal to, also take u0, that is equal to u of 0 by using variational iteration method. Okay, then we use correction functional for finding the components of the solution. Okay, so we have to get here not finding the components. Okay, so we use here correctional functional. Correctional functional is un plus 1 of x is equal to un of x minus, here first order integral differential equation, so we take here minus always, integration from 0 to x, then in bracket un dash of xi minus, we have to write this integral equation, that is minus 5 divided by 6 minus 1 by 2 integration from 0 to 1 r into un of r dr. Okay, and bracket complete into dz. Okay, so from this correctional functional we have to find the components. Okay, so we find first here for n is equal to 0, we have to get u1 of x is equal to u0 of x minus integration from 0 to x in bracket u0 dash of xi minus 5 divided by 6 minus 1 by 2 integration from 0 to 1, r will be as it is, then un of r, that is u0 of r dr into dz. Okay, then we simplify this integral. Okay, so we have to get here u0 of x, by putting value u0 of x we consider as first approximation, first component will be 0, so 0 minus, then integration from 0 to x, again here u0 of x will be 0, so u0 dash will be again 0, so 0 minus 5 divided by 6 minus 1 by 2 in integration 0 to 1 r, u0 of r will be 0 dr into dz. Okay, then we have to get this term becomes 0, so minus integration from 0 to x minus 5 divided by 6, right in bracket, minus 1 by 2, and this integral becomes 0, so 0 into d psi. Okay, so we have to get this term becomes 0, this minus minus becomes a plus, so we have to get integration, and we take 5 by 6 outside, so 5 divided by 6 integration from 0 to x, here remaining only dz, this term becomes 0. Okay, so we have to get 5 divided by 6 integration of xi will be, sorry, dz will be xi's limits from 0 to x. By putting limits we have to get x minus 0, that is 5x divided by 6. So we have to get u1 of x, it's again 5 divided by 6 into x. Okay, u0 of x is equal to 0 and u1 of x is equal to, we have to get 5x divided by 6. In Adam and decomposition method, we have to consider the first component, that is zeroth component, not first. Zeroth component will be 5 divided by 6 into x, and then we have to get the next component, that is 5x divided by 6 square, then 6 cube, in this way. And here we consider zeroth component will be 0, okay, by using variational iteration method. So we have to get first component will be same as the zeroth component of the Adam and decomposition method. Okay, so u1 of x we have to get 5x divided by 6. Then for n is equal to, we take 1, for n is equal to 1 we have to get value of u2 of x. Okay, so u2 of x is equal to, before that here we can find u1 of t, and u1 of t is equal to, we get 5t divided by 6, and also from that we can find u1 dash of x. So u1 dash of x we have to get 5 divided by 6, okay, because we have to use that terms in u2 of x. So u2 of x is equal to, we get u1 of x for n is equal to 1 minus integration from 0 to x u1 dash of xi minus 5 divided by 6 minus 1 divided by 2 integration from 0 to 1 r into u1 r dr into d psi. Okay, so by putting here values, u1 of x will be this 5x divided by 6 minus integration from 0 to x u1 dash of xi, u dash of x will be 5 divided by 6 constant, so u1 dash xi will be 5 by 6 minus this 5 divided by 6 minus 1 divided by into integration from 0 to 1, r will be as it is u1 of r, u1 of x will be 5x divided by 6, so u1 r will be 5r divided by 6 into dr and into d psi. Okay, so we have to take this integration. Okay, so by taking integration we have to get u2 of x is equal to, we have to get u2 of x is equal to 5x divided by 6 minus integration from 0 to x in bracket, see here 5 divided by 6 and this minus 5 divided by 6 gets cancelled, so here we have to get minus 1 divided by 2, and again from this integral we can take 5 divided by 6 outside, so 5 divided by 6, then in integration 0 to 1 r into r becomes r square dr, okay, into d psi. Okay, so is equal to 5x divided by 6 minus integration from 0 to x, this becomes a minus 5 divided by 12. Okay, then integration of r square, right in bracket, r square will be r raised to 3 divided by 3, r cube by 3, limits from 0 to 1, and here will be d psi. Okay, so right here round bracket, because we use here square bracket, so is equal to 5x divided by 6 minus, again we can take here minus 5 by 12 outside, so minus minus plus 5 divided by 12 in integration 0 to x. By putting here limits we get 1 by 3 minus 0 divided by 3 into the side. Okay, so we have to get 5x divided by 6 plus 5 divided by 12, and here again 1 by 3 we take outside, this term becomes a 0, and integration of d xi will be xi, limits from 0 to x. So we have to get 5 divided by 6 into x plus 5 divided by 12 into 3 will be 36, and here by putting limits we get x minus 0. So we have to get 5 divided by 6 into x plus 5x divided by 36, or we can write it as 5 divided by 6 into x plus 5 divided by 36, that is 6 square into x. Okay, so this is the, we have to get second approximation. U2 of x will be equal to this 5 divided by 6 into x plus 5 divided by 6 square into x. Okay, so u1 of x we have to get 5 divided by 6 into x, u0 of x will be 0, then u2 of x will be 5 divided by 6 into x plus 5 divided by 6 square into x. So continuing in this way, if we find the u3 of x, then u3 of x we have to get 5 divided by 6 into x plus 5 divided by 6 square into x. That is, here in second component we have to get the two terms, and in second term we have to get the term added will be 5 divided by 6 square into x. That means we have to get the squaring of 6. So in u3 of x we have to get the three terms, first two terms as it is, and here we have to get 5 divided by 6 cube into x. Okay, so in this way we have to get u3 of x. Okay, so if in this way if we find the nth approximation, in variational iteration method we find the approximations. Okay, u1 of x, u0 of x, we take first approximation, u0 of x will be 0, then from that correctional function, using correctional function we find u1x, u2x and un of x is equal to, in this way we have to get 5 divided by 6 into x plus 5 divided by 6 raised to 2 into x plus 5 divided by 6 raised to 3 into x plus up to, we have to get 5 divided by 6 raised to n into x for un of x in this way. Okay, then to get the solution by taking limit at n tends to infinity to the approximation un of x. So ux is equal to limit n tends to infinity un of x. So we have to get, here we have to consider this nth approximation at infinity. So 5 divided by 6 into x plus 5 divided by 6 square into x plus 5 divided by 6 cube into x plus up to so on. Okay, so again here we take 5 divided by 6 into x outside, so we have to get 1 plus 1 by 6 plus 1 by 6 square. Okay, and plus up to so on, and again we use the expansion of 1 upon 1 minus x, that is 1 plus x square. So we have to get 5 divided by 6 into x, and here 1 divided by 1 minus 1 by 6 by using expansion. Okay, so we have to get 5 divided by 6 into x, and again simplifying this we have to get 6 divided by 5, that is we have to get u of x is equal to x, which is the exact solution of given integral equation. That is, in again variational iteration method we have to get the solution u of x is equal to x. So here in variational iteration method we have to get the approximations, as compared in the Adamant decomposition method we have to get the series solution components. Okay, we have to consider in that method the series, infinite series, and from that we have to find the component, and from that we have to find the solution. But here in variational iteration method we have to use the correctional function, and from using correctional function we have to find the approximation and taking nth approximation at infinity to get the solution. Okay, so again next we solve this example by using the Next alternative method, that is the direct computation method. Okay, so third alternative method, then by using, we solve the equation by using direct computation method. By using direct computation method, we solve the example. Okay, so in by direct computation method, here f of x will be equal to 5 divided by 6 into x, lambda will be 1 divided by 2, k of x की kernel will be x into t. Okay, so this is a separable kernel and non-homogeneous, so we use the method. Okay, so equation number 1 can be written as u of x is equal to 5 divided by 6 into x plus, here we take 1 by 2 and x outside, that is terms which are constant with respect to t, we take outside, so integration 0 to 1 u of t, sorry, t into u of t dt. Then in terms of, in integration, the terms in terms of t, that is 1 by 2 into x, and this integration is only in terms of t, so we consider it as some constant, that is alpha, by using direct computation method. Here by finding this definite integral, we have to get the numeric value of alpha, so alpha will be constant, so u of x is equal to, we get this, and by finding alpha value here, by putting to get the solution, that is u of x. So we consider this u of x in terms of u of t, so we have to get 5 divided by 6 into t plus 1 by 2 t into alpha, where alpha is equal to, we consider integration from 0 to 1 t into u of t dt. Okay, and take this equation as equation number 2, because which is the solution by putting value of alpha. So here we find the value of alpha, so alpha is equal to integration from 0 to 1, t will be as it is, we put u of t from this. Okay, so 5 divided by 6 into t plus 1 by 2 t into alpha dt. Okay, by simplifying this integral, so see here, 5 divided by 6 and alpha divided by 2 will be constant, so we take outside, or firstly we can take t outside from these two terms, so this t and this t becomes a t square in bracket 5 divided by 6 plus alpha divided by 2, okay, into dt, we take t outside, so this t becomes a t square, then we take constant term outside from the integration and take then the integration. Okay, so we have to get alpha is equal to, by taking constant term outside, 5 divided by 6 plus alpha divided by 2 will be constant, and in integration of t square will be t cube divided by 3, limits from 0 to 1. Okay, so we have to get here 5 divided by 6, taking outside, in integration 0 to 1 t square dt. Okay, so we have to get 5 divided by 6 plus alpha divided by 2, integration of t square will be t cube divided by 3, limits from 0 to 1, so we have to get 5 divided by 6 plus alpha divided by 2, and by putting limits 1 by 3 minus 0 divided by 3. Okay, so we have to get 5 divided by 6 plus alpha divided by 2 into 1 by 3. Okay, so alpha is equal to, but here we are want to find the value of alpha, so we simplify this, so multiply this 1 by 3 inside the bracket, so we have to get 5 divided by 6 into 3, 18 plus alpha divided by 6. Okay, so by shifting this here, so we have to get alpha minus alpha by 6 is equal to 5 divided by 18, so we have to get by cross multiplication 6 alpha minus alpha divided by 6, so is equal to 5 divided by 18. 6 alpha minus alpha will be 5 alpha divided by 6 is equal to 5 divided by 18. So this 5 gets cancelled, and here 6 18. So we have to get alpha will be 1 by 3. Value of alpha is equal to, we get 1 by 3. So put alpha is equal to 1 by 3 in equation number 2 to get u of x is equal to, u of x is equal to, from equation number 2, 5 divided by 6 into x plus 1 by 2 into x into value of alpha will be 1 by 3. Okay, so again simplifying that to get the value of u of x will be equal to, that is u of x is equal to 5 divided by 6 into x plus 1 by 2 into 1 by 3 is again 1 by 6 into x. So by taking addition, 5 plus 1 will be 1, 6, 6 by 6, that is we have to get 6 by 6 into x, that is we have to get u of x is equal to x, which is the exact solution of given integral equation. So in this way, then if we compare again this method, direct computation method, with the above two methods, that is Adamant decomposition and variational iteration method, here we have to required a minimum time for solving the example, that is for finding the solution of given non-homogeneous Friedholm integral equation as compared to Adamant and variational iteration method, and also as compared to the next two methods, that is successive substitution and successive approximation method. So it is the very easiest method and we have to take a minimum time required for solving example. So if we have to ask a question in exam for finding the solution, only we have to find the solution, or in that question we have to not given that any method which is apply, which is given, then we can use the direct computation method, because which is very easiest and less time will be required for solving example, and here number of calculation is also the minimum. Okay, so in this way then we again solve the example number 1 by using the next alternative method, and that is the method of successive approximation. Okay, so that is the fourth number. Then method of successive approximation, method of successive approximations. Okay, so in method of successive approximation we have to find the approximation. So for that, we consider the zeroth approximation, u0 of x is equal to either function 0 or 1 or x. So here we can take the zeroth approximation, take u0 of x is equal to 0. You can choose the zeroth approximation either 0 or 1 or x. We can't effect our solution. So we take here zeroth approximation will be 0 for simplifying calculation. Okay, so u0 of x is equal to 0 and find all other approximations using a recursive relation, that is un plus 1 of x is equal to f of x plus lambda integration from a to p k of xt into un of t dt. Okay, so for n is greater than or equal to 0, for n greater than or equal to 0, we can use this recursive relation to find the all other approximation. And in last we take the we find by comparing some approximation to generalize nth approximation and taking nth approximation at n tends to infinity to get the solution. Okay, so for n is equal to first 0, we find the first approximation. So we have to get u1 of x is equal to, here f of x will be this integral 5 divided by 6 into x, lambda will be 1 by 2 integration from 0 to 1, kernel k of xt will be x into t, and for n is equal to we get here u0 of t dt. Okay, so in next step we put the value of u0 of t, that is 5 divided by 6 into x plus 1 by 2 integration from 0 to 1, x into t will be as it is, value of u0 of t, u0 of x will be 0. Okay, see here, then u0 of t will be 0, so 0 into dt, that means this integral becomes a 0, so the second term becomes a 0, and we have to get only 5 divided by 6 into x. So we have to get first approximation, not component, u1 of x will be equal to 5 divided by 6 into x. Only in Adamant, modified Adamant decomposition, we find the components Also in Neustrom phenomena, which are the types of element decomposition method, we find the components, but in all other methods, we find the approximation. So u1 of x is equal to, we get first approximation 5 divided by 6 into x. Okay. Then we find the next approximation, that is u2 of x by putting n is equal to 1 in equation number, that is in recursive relation. Okay. So for n is equal to 1 in recursive relation, or take it as a number 2, that is to get the next approximation u2 of x. Okay. So n is equal to u2 of x is equal to f of x plus lambda integration from a to b k of xt into here u1 of t dt. Okay, so we put here values. F of x will be 5 divided by 6 into x, lambda will be 1 by 2, limits from 0 to 1, kernel k of xt will be x into t, u1 of t will get 5 divided by 6 into x, so u1 t will be 5 divided by 6 into t dt. From this u1 of t will be get 5 divided by 6 into t. Okay, so by putting here values and simplifying this integration, 5 divided by 6 into x plus here again 5 divided by 6, and this x will be constant, so we take outside from integration, so we have to get 5x divided by 6 into t becomes a 12. So in integration 0 to 1 t into t becomes a t square dt. Okay, so we have to get 5 divided by 6 into x plus 5x divided by 12. Again integration of t square will be t cube divided by 3. Limits from 0 to 1. So we get 5 divided by 6 into x plus 5x divided by 12. By putting here limits to get 1 divided by 3 minus 0 divided by 3. Okay, so we have to get 5 divided by 6 into x plus 5x divided by 12 into 1 divided by 3. Okay, so we have to get 5 divided by 6 into x plus 5x divided by 12 into 3 will be 36. Again we have to get the u2 of x will be this, or we can write this as 5 divided by 6 into x plus 5 divided by 6 square into x, that is u2 of x. That is we have to get the second approximation will be the same as the second approximation of variational iteration method. In variational iteration method we have to get the same approximations as in the method of successive approximation. Okay, in that also we have to consider the u0x will be equal to 0, then we have to get first approximation will be this and second will be same. Okay, so continue in this manner. If we find the u3 of x, then in u3 of x, that is in third approximation, we have to get the three terms, 5 divided by 6 into x, 5 divided by 6 square into x, and in third term we have to get the 6 cube, that is 5 divided by 6 cube, and 5 into x will be added. Okay, so in this way. Then if we generalize this as to n, that is if we find the nth approximation, then we have to get the nth approximation will be equal to continuing in this way to get nth approximation, n successive approximation. Okay, and successive approximation is un of x is equal to 5 divided by 6 into x plus 5 divided by 6 square into x plus up to 5 divided by 6 raised to n into x. Okay, in this way, because we have to get in last term we have to get 6 raised to n, that is n power of 6. Okay, denominator. Then we take limit at n tends to infinity to get solution. Okay, for nth approximation. So u of x is equal to, we have to get limit n tends to infinity un of x, and again we have to get the same series, that is 5 divided by 6 into x plus 5 divided by 6 square into x plus 5 divided by 6 cube into x plus up to dash 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 infinite. Again we take here 5 divided by 6 into x outside, so we have to get 1 plus 1 by 6, 1 by 6 square plus up to so on. Then again we use here the expansion of 1 divided by 1 minus x, that is 1 plus x square. So here x we consider 1 by 6 and we have to get 1 divided by 1 minus 1 by 6, that is 1 divided by 1 minus x will be 1 by 6. Again we simplifying that to get 5 divided by 6 into x into by taking cross multiplication 6 minus 1 5 in denominator and this 6 will be shifted in numerator, that is we have to get 6 divided by 5. So 6 is get cancelled, 5 gets cancelled, and again we have to get u of x is equal to the x, which is the exact solution by using the method of successive approximation. So in this way we can calculate. Okay, then we have to see the last method, last alternative method, that is the method of successive substitution. In method of successive substitution, we know that we substitute the value of kernel k of xt, that is first we put in integration x is equal to t and t is equal to t1, then we put x is equal to t1 and t is equal to t2. In this way we can substitute the value of the kernel to get the next successive, to get this infinite series in the form of the kernel, and to get the infinite series and by simplifying that series to get the solution. Okay, so by successive substitution method we consider solution in the form, we can directly write here the series. Okay, in the form u of x is equal to f of x plus lambda, that means in successive substitution method we can replace the function, unknown function u of x by the function f of x, and then get the terms will be added by putting x is equal to t, t is equal to t1 in the successive terms, that is in successive value of u of x kernel. Okay, so lambda integration from a to b, first term will be will be k of xt into f of t dt. Okay, here replace unknown function u of x by f of t, then plus we have to get lambda square in third term. Okay, that is in next term lambda square. Here we have to get double integral a to b kernel k of xt, again we have to get here two kernels k of xt, that is kernel in terms of x and t, and then kernel in terms of t and t1, that is k of t and t1, two kernels, and here f of t into f of t dt1 dt. Okay, double integral, so dt1 dt. Then in next term here we have to get lambda cube integration, that is triple integral, limits from a to b. Kernel also we have to get three kernels, that is in terms of first xt, then in terms of t1, and last in terms of t1 and t2. Okay, then again here dt1, first to write dt2, then dt1 and dt. Okay, in this way. Then we have to plus, in this way we have to get the infinite series, and by putting here values and simplifying this series to get the solution, that is u of x. So we put here values, f of x for this integral will be 5 divided by 6 into x plus lambda will be 1 divided by 2 integration, that is double integral from 0 to 1, kernel k of xt will be x into t, and f of x will be here 5 divided by 6 into x, so f of t will be, we get 5 divided by 6 into t dt. Okay, so plus lambda square, here will be the term only single integral, and kernel k of xt will be x into t f of t dt. Okay, then in next term we have to take the double integral, value of lambda will be 1 by 2, so 1 by 2 square, limits from 0 to 1, double integral, kernel in terms of k of xt will be x into t, then in terms of tt1 will be, that is x is replaced by t and t is replaced by t1, so we have to get t into t1, that is kernel k tt1 into f of t, again 5 divided by 6 into t dt1 dt. Okay, plus the next term we can write here lambda cube. Lambda will be 1 by 2, so 1 by 2 cube. Limits from 0 to 1, triple integral 0 to 1, 1. Then kernel k of xt will be x into t. T1 will be t into t1. X is replaced by t replaced by t1. Then in next kernel, we have to write kernel in the form of t2, that is x is replaced by t1 and t is replaced by t2. So t1, t2 into u of t, f of t. Here f of t will be missing, right here f of t. So f of t will be again 5 divided by 6 into t into dt2, dt1 and dt. Okay, so in the previous video lecture we can solve, that is in successive substitution method. We can take this example and we simplify or we solve that example. So by simplifying, by that solving this all the integrals to get the series will be, we can write directly here u of x is equal, we have to get here this series will be same as the above series, that is we can find in above exam methods. 5 divided by 6 into x, then 5 divided by 6 square into x plus 5 divided by 6 cube into x plus up to so on. That is by simplifying this lecture. So u of x is equal to, again we take 5 divided by 6 into x outside. So in bracket we get the series 1 by 6, 1 plus 1 by 6 plus 1 by 6 square plus up to so on. So we have to get 5 divided by 6 into x, and here which is the expansion of 1 divided by 1 minus 1 by 6. So 5 divided by 6 into x, by simplifying this x by 5. 6 divided by 5. Okay. By taking cross multiplication, that is to get here u of x is equal to again x. Okay, so in this way we have to get the solution. Here if we observe the successive substitution method as compared to the all other method, here we have to consider the solution in this infinite series form, that is in this way. That means the kernel k of xt will be as it is in first term, then u of x unknown function in unknown integral sign, under the integral sign replaced by f of x, that is in terms of t, f of t. Then in next term we have to get the double integral lambda square, and in this way kernel k of xt, and then second kernel, that is we have to get the two kernels, that is in terms of t, t1 and in terms of x and t, and into f of t again unknown function replaced by f of t dt1 dt. So in this way this series can be increased, and then we have to put all these value here to find the solution. But this method is lengthy for finding the solution, so as compared to the all other methods. Okay, so in this way we can compare all the methods for finding the solution of non-homogeneous Freedom integral equation of second kind. And if we observe all the methods, so in all the methods the direct computation method is the very easiest method, and we have to take less number of time required for solving, for finding solution in this. Okay, so today we will stop here. Thank you.